Welcome back to the Minnesota Vikings franchise. Today, we're going to simulate weeks 1 through 8, and we're going to see how our rookie quarterback does. Prince King. The price was right for him. 4th round pick. He's 65 overall. That's just 5 below Tavares Jackson. So we're going to mess with our philosophy just a little bit. We still want to be run heavy. We have Adrian Peterson. So, of course, we want to focus on the ground game. But developing Mr. King is going to be priority, maybe not number 1. We did win the division last year, made it to the playoffs last year. Maybe we want to keep that going, but developing him is very high on the priority list. So he's 65 overall. Jackson, who's already 27 years of age, King just 21 years of age, is at 70 overall. Don't think Jackson's going to develop that much more. We need King, though, because in this division, going up against Aaron Rodgers twice a year is not a good look. And in year 2, we take on the Packers in the first 3 weeks of the season. Week 1 and week 3, we take on the Packers, and they're one of the best teams in this whole franchise. So it's 3-2. It's the Twins versus the Brewers, and right now we are winning this baseball game / Madden contest. So the Packers, they have the ball inside Minnesota territory. First down and 10 from the 48. We get some pressure, and that pass will fall incomplete. Second down and 10. Grant up the gut. He meets a brick wall. Third down and 10 now. Rodgers all day to throw. Finds Finley, and he's going to have a Packers first down. Rodgers, first and 10. Going to find Jones. Breaks the tackle. Takes a big hit. And it's going to move the chains again. Third down and 3, and you guessed it, the Packers continue to pick up first downs. Can they find the end zone? Wide receiver screen on 3rd and goal. They cannot. Griffin with the takedown, and now they got to set up for 3. Kick is up. Kick is good. 5-3, the bottom of the 4th. Watson, rookie, cornerback, first-round pick, weaving through traffic and gets brought down just shy of the 40. So first down and 10. Peterson up the gut, and Peterson gets met in the backfield, -1. Give it to Adrian again, picks up around 2. Third down and 9 from the 39. King looking. King steps up, lets it fly. It's nearly intercepted. And we get the ball back to the Pack with 2 minutes on the clock. Grant to the left side, about to say the right side, but the left side. And he gets brought down at the gain of uno. They go up the gut. Williams with the stop. So we get the stop that we needed on 3rd down and 9. So we take over. Minute 40 on the clock. Have one timeout. Going to find Sidney Rice, who hauls that one in for 5. From the 46, 3rd down and 5. King going down in the arms of B.J. Raji. So it's 4th and 13 as we hurry back to the line of scrimmage. From the 38-yard line, we had a man open, but we overthrow Allison, and that is going to do it. 5-3. Has there ever been a football game, and I ain't talking about soccer, I'm talking about NFL football, that has ended 5-3? We threw the ball a lot, 26 attempts, we completed 30% of our passes. What is happening? No touchdowns, no picks. Adrian Peterson, 19 carries for just 32 yards. Not that impressive, and we find ourselves 0-1 to start the new campaign. Now we got the Philadelphia Eagles coming to town. Can we beat Donovan McNabb? He has 33,000 career passing yards. King, not even 100. Not even 100, and we find ourselves down big. We gave up another safety. 2 games and 2 safeties. How is this? Yo, what is happening? 25-9 is now the score in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles, they have the ball to start the 4th. McNabb, first down and 10. McNabb with time, decides to escape, and he's going to get brought down at the 50. Gain of 3 there. 2nd down and 7. McNabb sidesteps the rush, throws it deep, caught by Jackson. How do we let him get that wide open? So now they're in position to score again. Westbrook to the outside. Westbrook cuts it back in, takes a whole team of Vikings to bring him down. 3rd and goal, they throw it to the back of the end zone, and McNabb overthrows everybody. The kick is up, kick is good. So Akers knocks it home. 28-9 is now the score. 3:40 on the clock. Quick pass caught by Rice. That's a good-looking pass right there. Rice makes his first catch. Throwing it over the middle, caught by Shank. Going, we're looking decent. 4th and 5. Can we keep the drive alive? Berrien hauls it in. Move those chains. And where was this the whole game? First down and 10 from the 21. King gonna let that thing fly. Peterson trying to do something, and he's able to pick up 9 yards. So second down and inches from the 11. They send some heat, and the heat was too hot to handle. We go down. 4th and 4 after the sack. King to Berrien, and Berrien can't hang on to it, and that is going to do it. 28-9 is the final in this one. Again, we won the division last year with Tavares Jackson. Should we start him again? I don't know. I don't think we will. We're going to ride out King. We're going to see what happens his rookie season. Again, it's just the first 2 games of the season. We could turn this around, but we're going to adjust the priority. Maybe, 50. Your halfback going to bump that back up to like maybe 100 because of this Adrian Peterson. And I think the priority is getting these guys the ball, getting these guys touches and opportunities. That's what I'm thinking, because I do not know. So week 3, Lambeau. It's the Packers and the Vikings yet again. Prime time football under the lights at historical Lambeau Field. 3-0 Packers on top, but look at the Minnesota Vikings with the lead to start the second quarter. And we add to that lead 2 times over, 3 times over with a touchdown, 20-3. All is right in Minnesota for those Vikings. The faithful, they love it. So we do give up a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers down by 10, has the football. Second down and inches, finds Donald Driver, crosses the 20 and has a first down. Third down and 10. We're going to send some heat Rodgers' way. Throws it quickly to Grant out of the backfield. That's his 4th catch and the Packers' first down. Now they're going to run it with Grant, and he's loose. Grant off to the races inside the 20, brought down by the rookie Watson. And now it's 3rd down and 10 inside the 20. Rodgers to the end zone. Griffin with the INT. That's what we need. That's his 2nd pick thrown today. Rodgers get it together. 3rd down and 6 from the 24-yard line. King has it. King throws it. That pass caught by Shanko. And Shanko's going to have himself a first down, gain of 12 on that pass play. 3:16 on the clock. Singletary, he's in the ball game. And our rookie running back is going to pick up a gain of 6 from the 42. Singletary still the deep back, going to give it to him here. Brought down just shy of the orange line. Clay Matthews with the stop. 3rd down and 1. Singletary powering through contact and picks up the first down. The Packers are out of timeouts. 3rd down and 7. We go to the air and it's caught. Berrien hauls it in. We trust our rookie to connect the dots on 3rd down. Again, the Packers had no timeout, so if we run the ball, we take some time off the clock. And being up by 2 possessions, you kind of think that was the way to go. But no, Coach Childress like, no, we're going to let that thing fly. We completed 29% of our passes, but we did have a touchdown pass and no interceptions. Adrian Peterson, 24, $153 plus a touchdown. That's the Adrian Peterson that we all know and love. Williams has the most sacks so far, followed by Allen, Edwards, and then Big Pat Williams, both with 1 apiece. Picks, Watson got 1, Green got 1, Griffin got 1, and Mr. Henderson has 1 as well. When it comes to our receiving core, not too much to speak of, man. We're having a hard time getting these guys the ball, especially Percy Harvin, who's like, he was a rookie last season. Already 87 overall. If we can get his development going, he could be a beast in this game. But right now, we're having a hard time doing that. King just 360 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 picks in the first 3 games of his career. So not a very promising start to the season or start to the career for him. But we are 1-2, and he has thrown a touchdown pass. He's protected the ball for the most part. 2 picks in 3 weeks isn't crazy for a rookie, isn't that bad. So we're going to see what we can do. Again, Percy Harvin, 1 career touchdown, and this is his 2nd year in the NFL. And in the Randy Moss Bowl, we are winning. 17-7, 24-7, 24-14 to start the 3rd quarter. And then the Patriots will go down and score. Then we will go down and score. Now it's the 4th quarter. The Brady-led offense of the Patriots is down inside the red zone. They run the ball with Darren Sproles. They don't get to the end zone. From the 4, they throw an incompletion. So 3rd down and goal from the 4. Brady rolls right, and he's going to roll into a sack. Barton gets the sack there, and the Patriots have to settle for 3. So 27-20, a 1-possession lead for the Vikings. And there goes Harvin. getting up to the 30-yard line as he breaks tackles left and right. From the 31, Peterson. He's chugging those legs, and he's going to pick up 2 yards, brought down by Ty Warren. And that carry put him ahead of Gale Sayers. He has 5,115 yards rushing, talking about Adrian Peterson. That's a good look. 3rd down and 6. King has it. King looking. King still looking. Throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Looked to be a screen to Adrian Peterson, but it goes nowhere. Moss makes the catch. A little wide receiver screen there. He scoots for 4 yards. Play fake. Brady has Moss coming across the middle, makes the catch, and that's a chain mover for the Patriots. Brady 5 receptions for 72 yards. Brady under pressure. Brady going down. Williams, his 3rd sack of the night. He's ready for prime time. 2nd down and 19. Tom Brady looking, has all day in the pocket, throws it to Moss. They rule him inbounds, and that's a 1st down, 6 for 99 for Randy Moss. 13 from the 13-yard line. Tom Brady under pressure gets hit. That pass nearly picked off, but it falls incomplete, so the Patriots get another chance at this thing. 3rd down and 10. Caught by Moss. He's up over 100 yards, and he gets dragged down right there at the 7. So 4th and 4. You got to go for it. Minute 35 on the clock, and Brady throws a pick 6. I don't think Brady's going to catch him. I don't think Wes Welk is going to catch him. Griffin is gone. And that, my friends, will seal the deal. There will be no more fireworks in this one. Okay, not so fast. Tom Brady from his own 34-yard line. Minute 9 on the clock. 1st down and 10. Heaves it deep. Caught by the big boss, Randy Moss. Why is Berrien out there? Why didn't we call a timeout, Childress, and get our defensive back some rest and some more time out, to breathe a little bit. Get them back on the field. McKenna hauls this one in, and that should do it. We need a 1st down. They got 1 timeout left talking about the Patriots, but we got Adrian Peterson, Mr. All Day himself, puts this one on ice as the Patriots burn their last timeout. That, my friends, is going to do it. We have won 2 games in a row, and we are sitting at 2-2. 3 of 11 was Mr. King. And hey, we're winning, and I guess that's what should really matter. But I also want him to develop, though. So that also is what really matters, is his development. Defense play lights out. I appreciate y'all efforts. And then, of course, 2 picks. Watson got the better of Brady as well. So Dwayne Watson, 2 picks in his, 1st season of action. So we're going to mess with the philosophy just a little bit more. Try to get this pass game cooking. Game number 5. The game that put Mr. King in our starting lineup was in the preseason versus the Dolphins. Now it's the regular season. Chad Pennington just under 1,000 yards passing so far this year. He's up over that now, clearly. Miami has a 3-point lead as we head to the 2nd quarter of play. We go downfield and we tie that thing up. So it's 17-13 to start the 3rd. And now we have the lead, but the Dolphins will drive down the field and take it right back. So we have the football. We're down in this one, but we have the ball. 2nd down and 1 from the 41. McKenna up the gut. Shag McKenna doing his thug fizzle there for a big gain. From the 40-yard line, King throws it to the flat, caught by Shanko. And King is 4-13. I think he plays better when we watch him, because during the sim, he is terrible at times. But forget all that. He fumbles it here, got drilled from behind. He fumbles the football row. The Dolphins' 1st-round pick rumbles all the way to the Minnesota 36-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 7 from the 33, and this one's going to be picked off. It's Brighton. The defensive end gets his hands on the football, and he gives our offense another chance. So I formation. We got 2 tight ends, 2 backs, 22 personnel out there. Look at McKenna bursting through tacklers and picking up a gain of 7. 3rd down and 3, toss play to him. No blocking on the outside, and we go nowhere. Will Allen with the stop. So we pin him inside the 5. Brown breaks a tackle. And Ronnie Brown is going to pick up a 1st down, 17 carries, over 130 yards rushing for him. Chad Pennington going to find Ted Ginn. He hauls it in. 4 catches for $124 for him. Brown up the gut, playing bully ball with people's emotions. running people over and has a first down. 3rd down and 6. Can we get off the field? Yes, we can. The defense answers the call. So offense, we have 1 timeout, but we have a chance. That pass, incomplete. They got some good pressure, and the pass will hit the grass. King throws it, caught by Rice. And that's going to be a gain of 7. 3rd down and 3 now from the 34-yard line. King has it. King throws it. That pass is incomplete as well. So we have 1 timeout, minute 29 on the clock. 4th and 3 from the 34. Off his back foot, he's going to find Rice. And we're inside Dolphins territory. From the 47, King with it. Throws it, caught by Shanko, who gets out of bounds. Gain of 6 there. This is a pretty good-looking drive. Minute 05 on the clock. King fires it, caught by Caldwell, and that's going to be a first down. 33 seconds to, we're from the 33-yard line. We have more than 33 seconds as we find Singletary down the sideline. Move those chains. 2nd down and 15 from the 17. Now we have 33 seconds on the clock. Caldwell had it, but just not in bounds. So 3rd down and 15 now from the 17. Single back look. 4 receivers in the formation. King with time. The Miami Dolphins only rushed 3. That pass caught by Rice, brought down inside the 5. So 4th and 2 from the 4-yard line. King under pressure. They send the corner blitz, and the blitz will get to him. Davis with the sack. 24-20 is the final. The Miami Dolphins, they are victorious. So King, 10 of 24, slightly better. I mean, again, I think he plays better when we're actually watching him, not during the Super Sim. But hey, it is what it is. We got to live with it, at least for the first half of the season. Hopefully the second half will be better. Hopefully we still got some more games this episode. Hopefully we can turn things around. But as of right now, we are towards the bottom of the North. The Bears 4-1, Packers 3-2. We are 2-3, and those Detroit Lions are 0-4. Your player of the week is Brandon Jacobs, having himself another good season. Last year was a good year for him as well. Adalius Thomas, 9 tackles, 1 sack, and a touchdown for the Patriots. We're going to be taking on those Lions. They are on a 4-game losing streak. Well, duh. Can we get back on our winning ways? Hopefully we can, but we might have to do it without the services of Adrian Peterson, because in this animation right here, usually it's going to be your starting running back running into your starting linebacker, and that's not our starter. So Adrian Peterson, I believe, is shaking up to go into this one, and that's not a good look, because without the best player on our team not having the ball in his hands, that means our offense will be very, very pedestrian. But our defense ain't helping the cause neither, and Adrian Peterson don't tackle, but he might be able to keep the ball out of the other team's hands. Anyways, it's 40-16. And remember, Detroit has not won a single game this year. King under pressure, he gets hit, throws it to Singletary, who gets into the end zone. Touchdown for the rookie running back. So now it's 40-24 as we did go for 2 and we would get it. That pass going to be caught by Creighton, the ex-Cowboy, rumbling down inside Vikings territory to the 45-yard line. They give it to Smith on 3rd and 9, and that's no bueno. Kevin Williams with the takedown. But then they run a fake punt. Norris, no, you're not going to pick up the first down doing that. No, you might as well just line up like a grown man and just run a regular play. That pass caught by Shanko, though, right up the seam, and that's a first down from the 32. King underneath to Berrien, and look at this. -8 yards on that play. Can you believe that? 3rd down and 17. King over the middle, gonna find Rice. Sidney Rice has us inside the 20 now. From the 18, King has it, throws it to Berrien, makes the catch. That's his 2nd catch for a grand total of 2 yards, because again the first one was -8. 1st and goal from the 8. We throw it. Rice hauls it in. Touchdown Vikings. Gonna go for 2 here. If we get it, it will be a 1-possession game. We throw it. It's caught by Rice, but he couldn't get both feet in bounds. So being down by 2 scores, we got to go for the onside kick, and Williams is there for the recovery. So 1st down and 10. They run the ball with Smith. Smith gets out of the traffic, and he picks up a first down. Unbelievable. 3rd down and 12. They run it with him again. This time he won't get out the traffic, and they're going to stop him, and they got to settle for a field goal. So 13-point lead now for the Detroit Lions. King gonna find Rice. Rice has been the go-to guy this fourth quarter. Makes another catch there for a first down. Minute 04 on the clock. 3rd down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Over the middle we throw it. And the ball goes straight to the grass as it's batted away. So 4th and 10 from the 38. King, we got to have it here. Has a man open. It was Sidney Rice, but we overthrow him. King, 16 of 26, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's his best passing game of the year. And again, no Adrian Peterson in this one. Schenko went 20 for 74. Singletary, 10 of 64, though. That's 6.4 yards a carry. That's a good look. Sidney Rice, 4 catches for 61 yards plus a touchdown. I guess all his catches again came when we were watching them. So maybe there's something to it. Do we change up the formula and actually watch these whole games? I don't know. But Adrian Peterson going to be out for the next 2 weeks. So is Edwards. And Watson, herniated disc. He's going to be out for the next 2 months. So we're going to adjust this just a little bit. Just because Adrian won't be here, let's try to get some more passing attempts for our young quarterback to help that development. Will it help? I do not know. Because now we're taking on Washington. And Washington is a darn good football team. They got Santana Moss, the little boss. And they got, of course, Clinton Portis. 2 Miami Hurricanes, but they have a young quarterback, a rookie quarterback from Michigan. Our quarterback went to Penn State. Their quarterback from Michigan. These guys must have had some duels, right, in college. That's the only thing I can think of, right? That's the only thing I can think of. Now, his name, the rookie quarterback for Washington, I believe it's Coase. It's K-O-S-E or Cozy. It's Coase or Cozy. I don't know. I'm going to call him Coase in this one. Anyways, that pass caught by McKenna, and McKenna gives us a easier, a more manageable 3rd down, and it's caught, but not in bounds. So we get the ball right back to Washington. We're down by 14. Coase has it, throws it. That pass caught by Cooley, and Cooley going backwards. Loss of 7 on that play. 2nd down and 17 from the 22-yard line. Coase has it, throws it, caught by Thomas, and Thomas will have a gain of around 16 yards. So 3rd down and 1, Clinton Portis. It's going to be hard to stop him. I think looking back throughout history might be the most underrated running back from his era. You're talking about the mid-2000s with LT and Jamal Lewis and Priest Holmes and a lot of good running backs. Adrian James, Ricky Williams, right? But I think Portis got to be, if you have a Mount Rushmore for 4 running backs for an era, Amon Green in that era as well, I think you got to put Portis up there. LT, Portis, Priest Holmes, and then throw in whoever else you want to. Adrian James, I don't know. All I do know is that pass is caught, move those chains. 1st down and 10, McKenna up the gut. And McKenna, he's going to pick up a gain of 9. 2nd down and 1. 2:42 on the clock, and we don't get the ball out of our hands. Instead, we get sacked. Griffin with his 2nd sack of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 41. That pass caught by Sidney Rice. Move those chains. Rice is an absolute menace when we watch him play. That pass caught by Schenko, and here comes the Minnesota Vikings. We're looking darn good. They're going to run the ball at Portis, and Portis trying to get loose. And Portis, he goes down after the game of just 1. They give it to Clinton Portis again. We shut that run play down. So 3rd down and 6. From the 30, Koo's going to throw that thing, and that pass is broken up. So now we take over. King under pressure. King going down again. Could we get some protection for our rookie quarterback? King has it. Throws it over the middle. Caught by Berrien, but we need to get him in space with all the speed he has. 4th and 4. Could there be a Percy Harvin sighting? No, it's Caldwell, and that's going to be caught. Move those chains. So that's going to be a 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. From the 45-yard line. 42 seconds on the clock. We go down. 3rd down and 11. We got McKenna. Well, can we throw it to number 12? Percy Harvin might be good in this situation. 4th and 7. King lets it fly, and it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Harvin. It was tipped, bounced off of his hands, and Washington will get the job done. So we lost our first 2 games. We came back and won our next 2 games. And now we proceeded to go on another 2-game losing streak. So that's rough. That is real rough. Real rough. King It's getting a little bit better, though. Completed 61% of his passes, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. McKenna, 25 for a $118 plus a touchdown. McKenna with 3 receptions, and then, of course, Percy Harvin, 1 for 12, but it was for a touchdown. But if I could just, like, force feed him the ball, like, hey, he's our main guy, that would be a delight because he can break tackles because obviously he was kind of one of the first guys to be like a receiver / running back hybrid. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So now it's time for the Giants game. So I misspoke. We won 3 games. We lost 3 games in a row. I take that back. It was the Lions we lost to. It was the Dolphins we lost to, and then Washington. So we lost 3 games in a row, not 2 games in a row. Can we stop the bleeding here in New York, taking on this wildebeest of a man and Brandon Jacobs? He's freaking out there, killing everybody. And then we give up another safety. How many safeties are we going to give up this season? This is ridiculous. Anyways, 9-3 is the score. Maybe it was field goals. I'm not quite sure now. All I do know is 9-6 now is the Minnesota Vikings are coming back. 9-9, 12-9 now as we start the 4th quarter of play. They got Brandon Jacobs in the backfield. Manning hands him the ball. They're inside the red zone. We got to hold them to a field goal. Peterson with the stop. 3rd down and 6. Manning over the middle. Caught by Nix. Touchdown, Giants. And now we're down by 10. 1st and 10. We give it to McKenna, who breaks a tackle, and then he's going to go down. Justin Tuck will get credited with the stop. 2nd down and 9. King with time. Lets it fly. Broken up. 3rd down and 9 from the 23-yard line. And on 3rd and 9, we fake the run, we throw it, and we had a man open, but we overthrow our intended target. Manning to Jacobs. Jacobs, north and south on 2nd and 5. Picks up 2, brought down by Kevin Williams. 3rd and 3. Jacobs has enough to move the chains. 2nd down and 10 from the 36. Manning throwing it, caught by Nix, off to the races and brought down inside the 20. So 1st and 10 from the 17. Toss play to the big fella, running over people. That's somebody's son. Have some mercy. 3rd and goal. Jacobs up the gut down to the 1-yard line. Minnesota burns their first timeout. They would settle for a field goal. The Giants are up 22-9. Berrien makes the catch. Move those chains. 2nd down and 13 from the 40. King has it. Lets it fly. Berrien hauls that one in. So now it's 3rd and 7 from the 46. King looking underneath, going to find McKenna, who can run. And Shag is going to get down to the 36-yard line. Now there's 36 seconds on the clock. Toss play on 4th and 2. We pick it up. But now we got to burn our last timeout. So 3rd down and 14. King to the end zone. Caught by Berrien, but not in bounds. Last chance to dance. 4 seconds on the clock. King steps up. And he's going to go down, sacked on the play. And the Giants hand us our 4th straight loss of the season. So definitely some growing pains with Mr. Prince King. Maybe the price was not right for him. But all I do know is that we got to turn things around with our passing attack. Got to figure something out. Got to figure out a way to get Percy Harvin the ball. I don't think there's a way I can just say, like, hey, get him the ball. Do we change up the way that we produce these? Do we show the games? Because I think we play better when we're actually watching computer action. So do we do that moving forward? I'm not quite sure because I don't want to change it up just so it's easier because that's not what I'm about. Anyways, man, our next game will be versus the Bears, and our last game of the season is versus the Bears. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And until me again, my friends, peace, love. Hot sauce.